Alright chat, today I was able to make $2.1 million trading gold on my main account, and then on my second account, which I started with $1 million last night, I was able to make 244K on that one. And just overall, today's been a great day. Once again, I just want to come in here and say no courses, no signals, no none of that. But I just wanted to also say that, like, I see that a lot of people are enjoying the videos. I see that people are being profitable now. I see people are getting the bread and, you know, just stacking up and just starting to have good trades and good execution. So I'm very proud of you guys. Pat yourself on the back. Today is Friday. The markets is closed. After the time of this video, the markets is already closed. It's done. Pat yourself on the back this week. If you're still, you know, messing up and still, I mean, if you're still losing, messing up, you know, you're still learning. It is what it is. Eventually your time will come, but for the people that are winning right now, I'm very proud of you guys for studying the videos and just overall, like, learning it, you know, because, like, how I teach is not hard. I teach in a very, very simple way. Like, I teach in literally a kindergarten level. So I teach, like, literally for kindergartens and first graders to understand. So, like, you know, I'm super proud of you guys. That's kind of what I wanted to say. But anyways, I do got a breakdown for you guys before and after, and then just overall I'm gonna get more into, you know, just overall the charts and pretty much market structure itself. Like I said, I'm repeating the same things over and over. You know, at the beginning of my videos I would give advice. So the advice that I have for you today, for anybody that's, you know, still in their journey, is that I want you guys to remember you have to stick with the process. And I don't want to sound generic, but you do want to stick to the process, because you never know where you're going to be in the next couple of years, next couple of months. I was going through my Instagram highlights today and I was seeing some things that I posted back in 2022. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, go to Trades by Sai. So at Trades by Sai, it's literally just like my YouTube. Yeah, just like my YouTube, all one word, and, you know, you'll find it. But it's verified, so don't get scammed by any fake accounts. And then Only Payouts is my second account, and they're literally both in each other's bio, so you can't mess it up. But anyways, I was just overall just posting some things that I posted back in 2022, because remember, 2022 is when I came into the space. So I started trading Forex around that time. I started trading stocks in 2021, came over to Forex in 2022, by the way, for the people that don't know. And just overall, it was crazy to, like, go back and, like, see all this, like, it was just crazy, because ICC, I went back and I seen that I was trying to explain ICC, and it was back in, like, July 27, 2022. If you want to see that video, it's in Telegram. The link will be down below. But it was so crazy, because it was like, dang. Like, this is before ICC, and I can pitch, like, I was, like, watching the video myself and I was like, dang, he's still trying to learn it. He's still trying to learn it. Or, like, he's still trying to understand it. I was talking to myself and I'm like, dang, that's so crazy to look at, because I was looking at myself try to, like, reprice. And now it's like, you know, 3 years, 4 years later, I'm so more advanced. I feel like I'm just, like, I've improved. That's all I can say. I've improved. I've improved a lot. Just stayed down, kept my head down, stayed from trying to be in the limelight. I'm not trying to be like this dude that's trying to flex all these cars and stuff. Like, I post my trades, and my trades obviously going to bring in people itself, but I don't try to, like, you know, I don't try to be like everybody else, bro. I don't want to be like everybody else. I just don't. I don't really care. I just don't. I just want to, you know, make some money, trade, teach people, and then help my parents, or help my mom out, help my sister out, and that's it, bro. I don't want anything else. I just want to help my fams out and just enjoy life, travel. But yeah, like, it was just so crazy to see, and it's like, dang, I've developed, and I feel like I have a sharper mind. You know, a better psychology, just better way of thinking. I feel like I've just evolved, overall evolved. And now I'm going through this, like, level of creation, and it feels like every single, like, 3 to 6 months, it's like I'm elevating, or I'm, like, developing or evolving into a whole new person every single time, and it gets better and better. I think somebody said the other day on like an Instagram comment or something, they was like, the blonde side, because I have blonde hair, but I don't have a haircut right now, but I'm gonna go get a haircut. But I got blonde hair, And then like the blonde era is like the most wisest era of size journey, or you know, evolution. So I definitely do feel like I've been putting a lot of work into social media, and I've been trying to grow. And I really want ICC to just really grow and impact pretty much even outside of trading, bringing people into trading and not feeling like they have to pay for a course or they have to pay for a mentorship or like these large, like, I just want everybody to be comfortable to come into the game and just be like, okay, I'm gonna learn ICC, I'm gonna learn, you know, videos from Trades by Sai, and, you know, just take it from there. Because the way I teach, like, bro, the way I teach is anybody can make money off of it. I think people just overthink it because you're fooled by the nigga that has a Lambo, and then he's gonna gatekeep you from learning however he trades. And the way that he trades is just a whole bunch of nonsense. I was in the Discord today. I'm gonna put the Discord link down below too as well. But I was in the Discord today and we was having a conversation. And if you really think about it, everything is like, for me, I always think everything is like psychological. Like everything in the world you do is psychological. So I'm thinking in my head, if you really think about it, like, traders be trading off, like, not too many traders trade off the higher time frames. You see a lot of traders, they be trading off like the 5 minute, the 1 minute. And if you really think about it, the 1 minute is very like, it doesn't respect trends as much. Like, it doesn't respect market structure as much in terms of like long-term trends and like catching the big moves and stuff like that. Like 1 minute, it'll go for like 15 minutes in one direction and then change. You know, 1 hour or 4 hours is not really gonna do that. It's gonna go in one direction for a long period of time and then start to shift back down or shift back up, whatever the case might be. But I was thinking about, I was like, dang, the 1 minute is so unpredictable sometimes. And I know all these ICT traders are gonna come in and be like, nah, bro, you gotta sweep liquidity and all. I don't wanna hear it. But a lot of these traders be throwing in like the 1 minute, the 5 minute is already unpredictable without the higher time frame. So the traders are trading only with the 1 minute and 5 minute, and it's already unpredictable. And then they throw indicators on there and they throw all these different chart patterns and stuff on there. You're just confused. You're trying to add confusing you're literally adding confusing tools to a confusing time frame. Like, of course you can understand the 5 minute time frame, the 15 minute time frame, 1 minute time frame, but you need the higher time frame to give you that overall like look at things. Like, you really need the higher time frame. I can't stress that enough. You really need the higher time frames because overall that is the strongest out of the chart. Like the whole chart, higher time frame overrules everything. 1 hour and above rules everything else on the chart. So these people are trading without that higher time frame and they're just throwing different tools and random indicators on there, and it's like, now you're even 10 times more confused. So then you think that, so now you're confused, so now you just try to look for any way possible to make it happen, because you start to see all these Instagram gurus making fast money. They trade on those smaller time frames because it looks like fast money to you. 1 minute, 1 minute candle, 1 minute candle, 1 minute candle. In 5 minutes, you already seen 5 different candles. So now you're like, oh, dang, this could be easy. But nobody's ready for that real grind where you can the way you can make real money is the higher time frames. I guarantee you're gonna make more money on the higher time frames than anybody ever made on the lower time frames. I promise you this. I promise you this. A lot of people are trying to teach you the lower time frames and try to make it seem like trading is fast money, but fast money goes away pretty fast too. The same way you get it is the same way you can lose it. So it's like, I don't want to be like that, bro. I want to teach you the right way to trade. So we was talking about that in the Discord, and it was crazy to me because it's like, dang, a lot of people are learning the wrong way. Like, if they just shift their mind from fast money to like slow and steady, that's how you make more money. Like, literally, that's how you make more money. The slower you go, the faster you start building up your account, because you're taking your time and your trades are going to be executed with precision. They're going to have great exits, great entries, and you're going to be compounding because you're only looking for those A+ setups. And it doesn't have to be pitch perfect, but you're looking for those trends that you can capitalize off of for a long period of time. You don't want something that's super quick. You want something that you can have for a long time. Hey, for my guys, would you want Would you want, let me see. What analogy can I give you? Would you want a girl from the, would you want a Latina from the club? Or would you want a Latina that's wife ready? Yeah. So exactly. So same way with trading, bro. Would you want a trade that only lasts, a few minutes and doesn't catch as many points? It's not enough value to you. It doesn't bring value to you as much. Or would you rather catch a long-term trend that you could scale out, you can scale back in, or you can, you can do different things with it, stay in it, hold it, whatever the case might be. So you just think about that. But yeah, that's my TED talk for today, man. Just make sure that you guys are staying dedicated on one thing. You choose one thing. If you're gonna choose ICC, you gotta choose it. You can't choose ICC and then try to pick something else, and try to put it together. Don't do it that way. Like, do that once you become advanced. Once you become advanced, you do that. But if you're gonna choose one thing, choose it and stick with it. Even if it takes a couple years, stick with it. But also choose wisely, bro. Choose wisely, bro. A lot of these people are just selling you a course and you think you're getting knowledge, but realistically, bro, the only reason it feels like knowledge to you because sometimes some of you guys never even heard it. But I've heard everything in the book. Fibonacci retracement to the 1.9 or some shit like that. I've heard of the crossover EMA. I heard of the double top formations and all of this other stuff. Like, I've heard it over and over, and I see it in almost everybody's courses, everybody's little videos they be making before they hit you with the, if you really want to join the group, just make sure you click that link. We'll get you 20% off. Like, bro, don't nobody want to hear that bullshit. Anyways, let's get into the breakdown. I hope you guys have an amazing day, amazing Friday. Tomorrow I'm gonna be in LA, so shout out to the people in LA. I love LA. Be in LA. So yeah, talk to you guys. Damn, this shit crazy, bro. Oh my God. Yo, I'm actually shaking right now. I'm actually shaking right now. Nah, yo, oh my God. And look, before you say something, I called it on Instagram. Look at this. Gold bullish above 3,296. Could be a big play for today. Nah. All right, guys. Yo, bro, I'm literally shaking right now. It took me out for one position. I had two, or I had one right here and I had one right here. This was my second one. It took me out for this one because I had the stop loss like right around here. I should have just had it like right here since it was going to be a bigger move. It took me out. I was asleep, and then could have got back in, but once again I was asleep. But yeah, this is the setup, bro. It took me out for one, and this is how much I'm up right now. On the 15, and we can see that higher lows are being built as well. So I'm gonna be hopping in sales on gold, and I'm gonna be looking for it to push above 3,296. Once it pushes past that, we'll just look for it to come up to these highs at 3,309. But yeah, gold buys is looking pretty good. So let's take this. As you can see, I was targeting sales, but the trend has changed. So overall, you can see lower high, lower high, lower high, and then that lower high got broken, indication, correction, and now I'm taking price back above this level to continue to have price push up even more. With this being said, you can see that it is 144. This is not on bar replay. You can see the markets move live. So yeah. Yo, chat. What's good? What is good? Hope you guys are doing amazing this morning. As you can see, it is 9:42. And yeah, just yeah, bro. The trade that we've seen, I'm gonna be transparent. I got stopped out on one position. I had two positions. I had one here which got stopped out. So I had one here which got stopped out. But I had a position here, and I'm gonna show you later. I'm gonna show you in a bit. I had a position here, and I also had a position here. So when it was coming down, I had a position here, and I had this stop loss like right around this level. But that first position, that stop loss was here, so I got taken out. And then I went to sleep because I wasn't watching it anymore, and it was coming down. And I was like, "Come on, bro! Like price is bullish." So I went to sleep, but that second position was open. And then on my main account, of course, you know, I was able to hold the whole thing all the way through with no losses. But above here, as you can see, price buying took out this high, took out this high. Like, look at this, bro. I literally just showed you before and after, before and after. All I did was I seen price, 15-minute time frame. Of course, the 4-hour time frame was bearish, but excuse me. I want you guys to understand something. The 4-hour time frame was bearish, but I want you to understand that yesterday there was a lot of like choppiness. Like I said earlier, there was a lot of choppiness, or like I said it in my previous video. So go watch it, the previous video. There was a lot of choppiness going on around that level, and price looked like it was just getting weaker and weaker. But I was still down for people, down for it to sell. But like I said at that on that video, if it changes structures, I'll take the buy, right? So as we can see here, price was selling off yesterday, and then it starts getting choppy. Ooh. Excuse me, guys. I literally just woke up like 20 minutes ago. But price starts getting choppy, but you can still see the swing highs. Swing high here. It gets lower, lower high, and then it makes a lower low. So look at this. Lower low, lower high. Equal, but it's cool. Still lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, breaks. This is an indication showing us above this level. So above this swing high, price can become bullish now. It corrects, comes back above this level. This is where I enter. Price didn't push that first time, stopped me out for one of the positions because I had my stop loss under this level of support like I should. Stopped me out for the one position. That's cool. I still had another position. Stop loss here. I didn't want to see it break this low, if anything. Let's say you didn't do that, right? Let's say if you just took it during this time right here, this would have been no drawdown. You could have got in, stop loss here, but you would have never even needed it. You can start to see price progress. Once it gets here, you could put your stop loss here. Comes up, boom, news kick in, 8:30. Clapped. And you would have been, bro, you would have turned $1,000 to $5,000 off this trade. For sure, or even more. That's crazy, bro. Today, I'm gonna re-explain everything because I was pretty sleep earlier, just kind of talking about the trade that I was in. But let me explain once again. The 4-hour time frame was bearish, but I like to monitor a lot of things on the 15-minute time frame. So if I'm on the 4-hour and I'm looking for sales, which I was looking for yesterday, so you probably see me say, oh, sales under this level. I didn't get into sales. I was just waiting for some volume. I normally wait for gold to hit London session, New York session, to try to trade it, which is the blue areas. The light blue right here is London. The dark blue is New York, and they're both crossing over. And then this right side is the finishing of New York. So this is when London and New York are in the same or like at the same time. So this is a lot of volume around this time. Anyways, with all this being said, price was building those lower highs. What made me change my mind was because the 15-minute ended up breaking structure. I want you guys to remember on any time frame, price should be respecting its market structure. Market structure means lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower. I'm just lower low, or lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. This one right here is equal, so we can kind of keep this here. There's a lower high here. Price, you know, was sitting at the support level. It's cool, whatever. It still ended up breaking down. Then we got that lower high here. We got that lower low, and then we got that lower high here, lower low. So overall downtrend, we can see that the highs are not getting any bigger, right? So This is how you know price is on a downtrend, because you will constantly see lower highs. The moment you see price make a higher high, this is a sign that price could be going bullish. Vice versa. So you might see this one. So you might see the break of the, you might see the higher high and then the higher low, or you might see this one where price is on a downtrend and then it makes this where it makes the lower high but doesn't make a new low and makes a higher low and breaks the higher high. So you might see that one, or you might see this one where it makes the higher high first, or you might see the one where it makes a higher low first. Both of these are indicating you that price is becoming bullish. Both of them, both ways is indicating you that price is becoming bullish. It doesn't mean place buys as soon as you see it, but it just means be on a lookout, because above that level, price can be bullish. So basically, price has that lower high, we got that lower low. Price goes up, it breaks it. This right here is indicating me that price is becoming bullish above this level only. So we can only buy price whenever it is above 3,293. We can only buy it above there. So then we have price come back above this level. It ends up making a good little push, which is probably the reason why price had this correction for London session or London open. But once again, this was our last low, right? This was our last low. So this now would be considered a higher low right here in this area, because it's not going any lower than the support that we had. It just stops here and then it starts back up, right? So London session kicks in, selling off. That's cool. It was trying to hold the support. Boom, that's cool. It's whatever, right? London session kicks in. Then price for London starts to push back up. I was honestly, I'm gonna be so honest, I was asleep by this time, by all this happening, because I had a position here and I also had a position off the first push up, or that push up, that second push up, and I also had one here. I placed this one when price was selling down because I knew price was going to hold and be bullish. But when I went to sleep, I guess it stopped me out and I didn't know, because I had my stop loss under this level. I had my stop loss under this level because I was telling myself, if it breaks this level, this means price is not bullish at all. And I was okay with taking that defeat. So for me, I'm super big on, like, because people say, oh, your stop loss is a little bit bigger, or your stop loss is a big. If you have to put a stop loss like this, shorten your lot size, because I wasn't going to let this trade just get away from me. Because I had one position here and then it started to fall down. So I placed another one and put that stop loss here. The first one I had put a stop loss, like, I think it was like roughly right around here. Let me see if I can show you on TradeZilla. Boom. Yeah, look at that. My first one got stopped out like right around that one candle towards the end. But you see how as soon as it tapped me out, it went back up. And then my second position, you can obviously see it was the same thing. Okay, go back. Fix me up, fix me up. It was the same thing. It kind of went down, but my stop loss was under this level right here. So I did have my stop loss here and I was able to catch the whole thing. But once again, if you didn't even get that position, you could have got this position where 6 o'clock came in and price is pushing above that level. So you could have been able to take this buy trade above this level because you have so many confluences now. Once again, we already had price break that lower high. So we got bullish signs here. Price ended up making this level of support higher than this previous one. And now price is breaking above the resistances where price made a previous high. Well, you can see that sellers were in the market right here. Sellers were here and price is broken above all that selling momentum. So here could have been your entry, which was stop loss either here or here. Choose whichever one due to your risk. First, I would start here. Once price progressed, you can move it up to this level right here, right? And then coming into session, coming into that New York, news kicked in at 8:30 and pushed the markets all the way up because news is going to just bring volume to the market. I stopped getting scared of news a long time ago because I just started to notice that price is just bringing volume to the market. So news doesn't scare me. For the people that are going to ask that question, news doesn't scare me. I just look at the market structure and follow what price is doing. News is not unpredictable. It's just bringing a lot of volume. I used to be like, oh, it's unpredictable. But honestly, if you have your charts marked up the right way, overall, you can kind of see what's going to happen ahead of time. But yeah, this would have been the position I would have took. If I was you, I would place my trade just like this above this level, targeting one of these highs would have been my first target. And then my stop loss would have been under this level right here, or you can do it right here and then just overall move it up once price was moving up. So overall, you could have caught a trade like this. And then once you would have seen all this happen, obviously 830, this is one huge candle. So you would have most likely caught this whole 1 to 17 just off rip. And then price opened up for the market, started slowing down. So you could exit the trade at any point in time when price was slowing down, right? So that is just today's trade that I took today. Once again, just had to re-explain it because I felt like sleepy voice me didn't really explain it correctly. So yeah, all I did was focus on that 15-minute time frame because that 4-hour time frame. So also as well, another tip, you will not see, so everything comes, oh, this is a good one. I need you guys to remember, you won't see anything on that 1 hour and 4-hour time frame until the 5 and 15 builds it in. So remember, you won't see that higher high or that higher low or that lower high on the higher time frames until the 15 is building it. So notice how all this was built. Oh, it's not wrong button. Okay, I just want to turn sessions off, bro. All right. So notice how all this was built, right? But before, it just looked like this. It looked like price was making a lower high, lower. It looked like it was making a lower high and finna go for a lower low. But the whole time, if we was zoomed into the 15, we could have been seeing that the whole time that price was building back. It was building back up, right? So this is what it looked like when it started to build back up, right? It looked like this. It looked like this could have been the lower high and price was probably rejecting and looking to go down. That's what most people thought. But the whole time you could have been scaled in and you would have been seeing that price was over here restructuring itself the whole time, right? And this is the only time I would say that you can go off of that 15-minute time frame, but you really have to align it with what's going on the 4-hour. But just remember that the 1 hour, 4-hour, you're not going to get the information until the 5 and 15 do it. And then you correlate all of them together. So once again, correlate. All time frames need to match. That 15-minute turned bullish, the 1 hour turned bullish, the 4-hour is now bullish, right? So just remember everything has to correlate. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the video. I hope you learned something from this. And yeah, I'm ready to take the night off, man. It's been a crazy week overall, and this kind of ended off with a smash hit. So once again, join the Telegram, get some free information, and stop buying courses, please.